This is question number 23. Okay, so starting with the question, it says, here is the tile in the shape of a semicircle. So there is your semicircle. The diameter of the semicircle is 8 centimeters. So now, like, I could tell from this question so far that it's dealing with and it's on about circles. So what I need to do is to make sure I have these rules and these formulas at hand. Cherry pie is delicious. C equal pi d. Apple pies are 2. A equals pi r squared. These are the formulas for circumference. Circumference is the distance around a full circle, and area, which is the space inside a full circle. So you do need to be switched on about those. In this case, they've told us that the diameter is 8, right? The diameter is the distance all the way across. So that means the radius, the distance from the center to the edge, is half the diameter, which is 4. Write these down straight away. Right? Look at the diagram, identify what the diameter is, identify what the radius is, and write them down. The question says, work out the area of this tile. Remember, the tile is half a circle, and give your answer in terms of pi. So the area of a full circle is pi r squared, right? So if this was a full circle, I'm going to use pi r squared, right? So as a full circle, it'd be pi times r, which is the radius. Now that's why I wrote it down over here. R is 4. The radius is the distance from the center to the edge of the circle. 4 squared is 16, so pi r squared is 16 pi. You could write pi 16, but we try to put the number at the front. So just stick with the convention. Write the number at the front, 16 pi. Now if this was a full circle, if this tile was a full circle, its area would be 16 pi, but it's half a circle. So the area of the semicircle is 16 pi divided by 2. Half of 16 is 8, so my answer is 8 pi centimeters squared. Remember, the question said, give your answer in terms of pi. This is a non-calculator paper, so we just leave pi in there. They want that symbol pi in your answer. So 8 pi is my answer. That's the area of this half circle. Straightforward. Get your mind around it. Remember the two formulas thoroughly. Okay? Look at part B. Work out the perimeter of the tile. Now the perimeter of the tile, follow this pointer. The perimeter of the tile is the distance all the way around the circle edge, and then that 8 across there. So remember, it's the distance all the way around this half a circle, and then that edge there. So perimeter is the distance around the edge. If it was a full circle, it would be the circumference of the circle. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to work out the circumference of the circle. And the circumference of the circle is given by pi times diameter. C equals pi d. Cherry pie is delicious. Pi d means pi times diameter. I know the diameter is 8, so I'm going to do pi times 8, which is 8 pi. But again, remember, it's half a circle. So just this distance around the edge of the circle, right, just this bit here, is going to be half of 8 pi. 8 pi divided by 2, 4 pi. So remember, follow this little pointer. The distance around this bit here is 4 pi. I need to add on this 8, right? So the perimeter of the whole shape is going to be 4 pi plus 8. Okay, do think about that. 4 pi is this half a circle, the circumference, or the bit at the edge of this half a circle, and then I need to add on the 8 pi. So the 8. So that's my answer. 4 pi plus 8. 8 is the distance of the diameter. And in just this case, I need to get my head around the fact that the perimeter is the distance all the way around the edge of this shape. Things to note. Make sure you remember the formula for the circumference and the area of a circle. Cherry pie is delicious. C equals pi d. Apple pies are 2. A equals pi r squared. Remember that you need to write down the diameter and the radius of the circle. Look at the diagram. Diameter is all the way across, right? And so I've written down the diameter. The radius is from the center to the edge. They haven't given it to us, so I half the diameter to work out the radius. Okay, the diameter is double the radius. The radius is half the diameter. Get your head around this. You will get a question, very likely, on this, on one of the papers. Make sure you can do it and get full marks in it.